And we're back.
Sorry for the break. Just had to check the footage.
Eat.
Yes. Which is not good for me because I already look fat enough on this camera. By the way, this camera adds 10 pounds. Ladies, I do not look this fat in real life. Do I, Tyler?
No, but I am this sexy. Well, Evan was talking about Hall H. I was in the Indigo Room across the street at the Hilton all day, and I got to see Archer Season 3, Effin with Tonight. It's a satire take on The Tonight Show, but it's online. And the other one was Arkham City. The first one I want to talk about is Archer. It's starting the third season, and they premiered the first episode, which is actually a three-parter. And we got to see the first part of the three. And they introduced two new characters, Patrick Warburton as a bounty hunter and
Nice.
David Cross as a pirate. And the show starts out with where they left off in the second season. Archer's gone, and they're looking for him. They come up to him, and he he has his whole new personality, and he looks completely different. And they just start following him on that until Patrick Warburton finds him, and they get into this little mess up, and they find themselves in a place where they meet David Cross, and Archer finally figures out that he wants to do something else with his life, and then it cut off right there. But it was really funny. The oh man, it was just a lot of fun.
And how long is the season going to
The
be?
season, they said it's gonna be 12 episodes. I don't know if that actually included the the 3-part episodes. I don't know because they kept on saying how the 3-parters are considered one episode. So they actually didn't really talk about that at all. But Adam Reed, who created C Lab 2012, Frisky Dingo, and also Archer, was there. He was really funny. H. John Benjamin, who has a new show that's called John Benjamin Has a Van. Aisha Tyler, who was there, and she's hilarious.
No, that what is that? Was that previous show Has a Van?
John Benjamin Has a Van.
No, that's on Comedy Central, right?
Yeah.
Upcoming.
I actually have not seen that show yet, but I've seen clips online.
Okay.
But that's that. And then Judy Greer, who I think is hot as hell, and from Arrested Development.
Oh yeah.
And then Chris Parnell, who I like, and I've always been a fan of on SNL.
Oh, okay.
He was always one of those little characters, but he never actually got to really get into. He never had a one character that just stuck throughout the whole show.
No, it never was that memorable. So that was Archer, and that was FX panel?
Yeah, FX.
Okay, then what was the next one?
The next thing was Effin with Tonight, which was very different. I don't know exactly what to think about it. It's written by Jay Shaughnessy. I don't know how to say his last name. And he wrote for The Tonight Show for 15 years. He hated working with it. And he also really, really, really hated working with Jay Leno.
Did he work also in the Johnny Carson era, or is he just Jay Leno?
Just Jay Leno. What he wanted to do, and he had this idea way, way back when, and he wanted to just basically just do an all-out, crude, no-hold-back Tonight Show and just insult pretty much every single person they can. He said he's had the idea for about 12 years. Got the idea bought by Sony. They pretty much have basic freedom except for the two things that they said that they got censored were they had too much penis descriptions and they couldn't talk about circumcisions. And they
What's
had
it always got to do with the cock?
I have no idea. I just think Sony's a little homophobic. And then and then they said easy on Jerry Lewis jokes of all people, which I don't really understand.
Man, it hasn't been news in over 50 years.
Exactly, and it's just, I'm pretty sure the guy.
I like Jerry Lewis fine, but it's like, all right.
I think he can take a couple thousand jokes.
Is he here? Is he here? I don't know.
I have no idea. But what was really weird though was that when they were talking about Sony giving those two restrictions, the cast read out the whole legal issues document that was given to him, which was really weird. That was written by Sony's lawyer. That took about 5 minutes. It was 4 pages long, which was really, I don't know, weird to do at a panel. We got to see a whole clip of a whole little montage of everything that's happening. And they made fun of Kanye West a lot.
Oh, nice.
Which is, of course, is always good. The only person really that I knew of in it was it had Patrick Warburton as a host, and his name is Ray Effin.
Right. So another Patrick Warburton thing.
Yeah,
Nice.
exactly. And he's the host for it.
Perfect. That man deserves as much work as possible.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, he's awesome. It looked like they were using flash animation. It kind of looked like Archer, but a little bit more, I guess, just.
Huh.
Just
So it's not
flashy.
live action.
What?
It's
No.
not live-
It's all flash.
Okay.
Because they couldn't get all the celebrity guests on the show.
Nice.
Because the things that they were saying about it. But they said that they were trying to make it all about funny.
Right.
What they kept on saying. But it got to the point where it was just a little too crude, even for me.
How crude is that?
Oh my god. They were talking about politics. They were just going a little too far with that. I don't really remember exactly what was said. I mean, it was a really quick montage.
Well, I'm sure the panel will be on
yeah.
YouTube at some point, so
yeah,
you can
it should be on YouTube. They said that was originally the idea went to Comedy Central, but Comedy Central really wanted to dumb it down. They said they also didn't want it to, kind of take away South Park's spotlight, which I understand.
Sure, that's their premiere show.
Yeah, exactly. So they left Comedy Central, and then they really were trying to go on the whole internet thing, and it took a while, and then Sony finally picked them up. The voice acting was really, really good in the show. It wasn't bad. So it seems like one of those things that sound like a better like a better idea to do, but then when they started executing it, it just kind of was just like, okay, this isn't as good as we thought it would have been.
So overall feeling was
I wouldn't watch it.
You wouldn't watch it. Okay. And now the final panel you went to see.
The final panel was Arkham City.
Nice.
Which was awesome. They introduced a new character with Talia al Ghul. They showed a picture of her. She looked really cool.
They didn't show any voice acting, though, of her?
Yeah, they did.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, they did. And it's the girl, she's from Castle. I don't know her name at the top of my head. But she's the one that's doing Talia al Ghul's voice. And then they also introduced Solomon Grundy at the end, and they showed a little bit of him.
And who is voicing Solomon Grundy?
Actually, I have no idea who it was. It wasn't Mark Hamill.
Oh.
And Mark Hamill was talking about it. And the thing that really enraged everybody at the panel was, first thing, it was moderated by the guy from GameSpot.com who kept on just interrupting Mark Hamill. And it really enraged everybody because everybody wanted to hear Mark Hamill. Everybody wanted to hear the Joker impression, of course, because he said that he was no longer going to do it, or he didn't know plans of doing it in the future. And Kevin,
so even if they make a third game, there's no.
Yeah.
Are they really stopping with this game?
They don't know. They just said they're going all out, and they're going to see how what everybody thinks about it first, because they have pretty much almost every single villain.
Yeah, it's kind of like hard. Where would you how would you top it?
Exactly.
The beauty of what we've seen so far of Arkham City is they're topping Arkham Asylum. Right?
Oh yeah, absolutely, and they're making this gigantic place, and it's just like, I mean, how do you make it bigger? They even said that. They said they don't even. I mean, they kind of know where to begin, but it's just like what. I mean, it's just gonna be so hard to top Arkham City without making it seem like, okay, it's just the same thing over and over again.
Okay. But you were saying about Mark Hamill.
Mark Hamill was in the middle of talking about voicing on Justice League and how he was happy to pass the torch around for Solomon Grundy, and the guy just cut him off halfway through and at the end of the panel, and everybody started booing. Mark Hamill got really upset. He actually, him and Kevin Conroy both walked off without shaking the guy from GameSpot's hand.
Wow.
Which doesn't really happen to.
No, that doesn't really happen too much.
It was really nice. There was a couple gay jokes made by Kevin Conroy in Batman voice, which was pretty epic.
Oh.
And
if you go on the Batman Wikipedia page, there is a spot that says homosexual interpretation, so that does have a place in Batman.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And it was really fun. We didn't get to see any footage on Robin, unfortunately, which we were all wondering.
Oh yeah, but Robin's only going to be in the challenges portion, right?
They actually didn't even talk about it.
Oh wow! Okay.
The only thing they talked about it was that they showed the new line of toys, and they had authentic Robin battle damage. It was just a Robin with a broken leg. The leg fell off, they said. So it wasn't exactly.
Sure, that wasn't just some markup they did and the fucking leg came off. They were,
yeah.
All right, broken leg, battle damage.
Yeah, which assures me that it's gonna be some top quality.
Yeah, $50 more. All right, let's
yeah,
go.
Exactly. But yeah, I mean, the panel was really, it was short. He interrupted Mark Hamill twice when he was talking, which enraged everybody.
Do not piss off Mark Hamill,
especially since it might be his last.
Time as the Joker.
Exactly, panel. I mean, it was pretty much a sign off, and he was. I mean, you can tell that he was getting on to when he was talking about passing the torch from the voice of Solomon Grundy. Start talking about the Joker thing, and we can all just tell because he was saving the Joker voice throughout the whole time, and he was going to end it with that. I mean, everybody knew that, but
right.
And he was trying to transition over to talk about Joker, and it just kind of got cut from him, and nobody.
That's a shame.
Yeah,
but
nobody responded well.
I guess that panel will be online, and you can boo along with everyone else when that moment comes up. I'm sure someone will put it up, and you can type comments, boo.
Absolutely, yeah. So, anyways, that was Thursday for us. Then we got to see Drive, and we'll do a review on that later.
But next, we're going to talk about The Amazing Spider-Man.
Absolutely, and I'll talk about that in the next video. Alrighty, and I will see y'all later. Bye, y'all.
Peace out.